Hey there, it's Bobby aka Paginator, and I am here today with a mini haul and an Owlcrate unboxing. I am loving the fact that every time I go to the post office lately, there's stuff there that's bookish and fun and just lovely. I am wearing my new Akatar series shirt, if you saw my last video, and necklace, which is very cool. No kids at school knew what book this shirt was from, which I was okay with because kind of not for middle schoolers. Anyway, something really cool happened in my classroom. Our local chapter of the American Legion donated some money for teachers to use for supplies, and my principal gave it to me to buy some new books for our classroom library. Yeah! So, 5 books arrived today from Amazon, and I'm just going to tell you a little bit about each one. The first one is Jodi Lynn Anderson, wonderful writer, Midnight at the Electric. And this one is about a girl in the year 2065. She lives in Kansas, and her name is Adri, and she gets chosen to go to Mars. But this is a trip she can't come back from, and so she has to spend a good month with this long-lost aunt, kind of thinking over life and deciding, do I really want to go or not? And so while she's with her aunt, she learns about 2 other women, and one is living in 1934 in Oklahoma during the Dust Bowl time. Her name's Catherine. And then we have Lenore in England in 1919 as the country is starting to recover from World War I. Next book is Count All Her Bones by April Henry. This is stuff that takes place after Girl Stolen. If you haven't read Girl Stolen, there is enough background information in this one to get you through the story, but I would recommend reading Girl Stolen first just because it's fantastic. And this book is about the boy that helped, in the first book, Griffin helped Cheyenne, the girl that got kidnapped in the first one, and he has gone missing just before he's supposed to testify at his father's trial. What happened to Griffin? I have a student who checked out the library's copy of this and has read it twice in 5 days. And this is a student that doesn't read much, so that tells you something right there. It's got to be pretty exciting. All right, now the next book I have to tell you, I am not happy with the condition that it arrived in. I don't know how Amazon doesn't check for these things. 14 Hollow Road, Jen Bishop. Super cute middle grade story about a girl who's had a crush on this boy for ages, and her family's home is very damaged or even destroyed by a tornado, and she has to move in, her whole family does, to her crush's house. Awkward! I am very excited to read this story, not very excited about its condition. So this book's going to have to enter my book hospital and get some repairs made on it, and I might have to contact the shipper just because they should know better than to send people books like this, especially book nerds like me, because we don't like our books to be damaged. Okay, next book is Deacon Locke Went to Prom, and this is by Brian Catcher, and it sounds like it's going to be hilarious about this boy Deacon who ends up taking his grandmother to the prom because he planned a promposal for this girl, and she got asked right before he was going to launch his promposal. And so I want to find a little quote from the dust jacket. Okay. Only problem is Jean isn't your typical prom date. She's older, a lot older, and she's also Deacon's grandmother. Strange as it may seem, Deacon doesn't really care what the social fallout might be from having Jean on his arm. He's not exactly popular, so what does he have to lose? But when Deacon meets Soraya, a girl unlike any other he's ever met, he fears he has totally squandered his chances of having a prom he'll never forget. Now I heard also that someone catches a video of Deacon and his grandma, and it goes viral, and so what kind of problems will ensue when Deacon takes his grandma to the prom? And the last book that I got from Amazon is one that I am also very excited to read, which is Football Girl by Thatcher Haldring. And this is about a girl who wants to be on the freshman football team. She wants to go try out for the football team as a freshman, I should say. And there are some things that complicate that. She has 2 best friends that want her to be on cross country. And she also has a boyfriend that's on the football team, and he doesn't know how he feels about having his girlfriend on the football team. And she has a mom that's kind of politically ambitious, and her mom wants her daughter to be a typical girl, not a football girl. So If you have read any of those books, let me know whether you enjoyed them or not in the comments below. Please don't spoil anything for me because I want to enjoy the story for myself. Also, if you have any other recommendations of books that you've read recently, I'm about to go on Christmas break, so I'm going to have a lot of time to read. All right. Now, on to the unboxing. We have an Owlcrate here, which I am very excited for. Owlcrate always does a fantastic job. They always have really fun themes and pick really good books to go with things and have wonderful goodies. I can't say enough about Owlcrate. If you haven't heard of Owlcrate before, it is a monthly subscription service, and you can do Owlcrate, which is usually high school or older age books, or Owlcrate Junior, which is more middle grade or upper elementary. I get the regular Owlcrate because my students, even though they're in middle school, want to read about older kids. So, plus I like to read that age YA books as well. So here we go. December 2017 Owlcrate. Okay, so the first thing is that we have our card, and our theme for this month is Seize the Day. Now, there are spoilers on the back of this card, so I'm not going to read it, but I am going to take a minute and kind of survey the card. We've got what appears to be a young lady, or a boy with really long hair and a purse, so I'm guessing young lady, and a dog in a town of some kind, and you can see Cafe Epilogue and Ron's Quality Mart and Seven Hounds books. So I'm not sure if those are clues. Where have I heard Cafe Epilogue before? Anyway, here we go. Always have the ubiquitous crinkle crap, so we must get rid of that first. I find in an unboxing that I just throw it on the floor and clean it up later, because who has time to be neat and clean when you're trying to get to the bookish goodies? So we're just going to chuck this crinkle crap out onto the floor, and I'll come by later. You want to make sure that you clean up your crinkle crap, because if not, if you walk around in it, it will stick to your socks and transfer to other things, hallways, carpets, blankets, all kinds of stuff. So here we go. Let's get to the good stuff. All right, we have, this set is made by Novelly Yours, and it is called The Dreaming Tree, Harvest Apple, and Night. All right, so this is a little candle, and it has cute little glitter on the top. Ooh, now it does, I get some apple smell in there, but not overwhelmingly apple. It's a really nice smell, and it says it's made exclusively for Owlcrate. That's kind of cool. Exclusive candle. All right. Next thing I see is a magnet. If my life is going to mean anything, I have to live it myself. Rick Riordan. Great quote. There are so many wonderful quotes out there from YA books or middle grade books. If you have a super fabulous or favorite quote from books, will you put it in the comments below just so I can see what everybody else's favorite quotes are? My most favorite quote kind of fluctuates from time to time, but I think one that I'm really into right now is "Don't Let the Hard Days Win" from ACMAF. I believe it's from A Court of Mist and Fury. I can't remember if it's from that one or Wings and Ruin. Pretty sure it's Mist and Fury. Anyway, it's always a good one. Don't let the hard days win. All right, next item that I see here. This is super cute. Love is everything. Everything. Aww. And then on the back there's a cute card with a quote from Nicola Yoon. Life is a gift. Don't forget to live it. So this is from Juniper and Ivy Designs. And if you can't tell, there's a little hook there. So this is an ornament. I am so excited. I don't have any bookish ornaments for my tree. Now I have one. Yay. Oh, that makes me happy. All right. I can see something fabricy. I'm guessing tote bag-ish. All right. Potter influenced here for sure. And on the back side, we have one of my favorite Ron Weasley quotes, "Don't let the muggles get you down." Kind of goes hand in hand with "Don't let the hard days win." This is a really handy bag. It's good, sturdy fabric, and it's Harry Potter, so of course I love it. All right. I can see. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. Okay. So I've got a two-sided bookmark here. If you're going to live, you might as well do painful, brave, and beautiful things. And that is from The Serpent King. I never read The Serpent King. Has anyone out there read it? Would you recommend it? All right, this side. And in that moment, I swear we were infinite. From The Perks of Being a Wallflower. Another one I never read. Should I read these books? Tell me yes or no. All right. Here we have another bookmark. This is Lucky in Love by Casey West. I really like Casey West's books. Is this a clue that the book is one of hers? Like the book? In the box? I don't know. What else is in here? Oh! Okay, so first I thought this was just a regular notebook, but then I started flipping through it. First, it's cute. It has an owl on it. And then it says it has a quote from Neil Gaiman on the back, which I'm going to read to you. May your coming year be filled with magic and dreams and good madness. I hope you read some fine books and kiss someone who thinks you're wonderful, and don't forget to make some art, write or draw or build or sing or live as only you can. And I hope somewhere in the next year you surprise yourself. That's awesome. So, we have a book log and book notes. Now that is nowhere near big enough to keep track of all my books for the year, but you know, it's a start. Oh, it continues for quite a few pages. And then we've got kind of a monthly planner. I could use this to plan out my reading challenges that I do with my students and all kinds of fun things. So there's lots of book log pages, there's lots of monthly planners and some weekly planner pages. This is awesome. You can never be too organized, I think. Oh, stuff's falling everywhere. Okay. Oh, okay. So, I see the book. It's not Casey West, but it's still pretty dang cool. All right. So, the book is Foolish Hearts by Emma Mills. Owlcrate exclusive cover. And usually there is a little pamphlet that shows us what the difference is between the Owlcrate cover and the regular one. Oh my gosh, for cute. Okay. So there's a note, a signed book plate, and they also have this little patch. That is darling. All right, I want to read the author's note to you because I think these are really interesting. Sorry, the backside's not more entertaining to look at. Dear Owlcrate reader, I am excited to share Foolish Hearts with you this month through Owlcrate. It's at the very last party of the summer that things begin to unravel for Claudia. She accidentally overhears the breakup between class darling Paige and class mean girl Iris, and winds up on Iris's bad side. After Claudia and Iris are thrown together on a project that goes awry, they're forced to work on the school's production of A Midsummer Night's Dream. My favorite Shakespeare play, I think. It's hard to decide. As Shakespeare wrote, the play's the thing, and it's the play that throws the charming Gideon into Claudia's path, draws her deeper into Iris's life, and leads her to discover that the course of true love never did run smooth. It's worth it in the end. I love theater, and A Midsummer Night's Dream is one of my favorite plays. The story of Midsummer served as a model for the kind of story I wanted to tell with Foolish Hearts, a funny, swoony story about relationships at varying stages of development. I wanted to explore not only romantic love, but also platonic and familial love, too, and the ability of love to bewitch and transform. I hope you enjoy reading it as much as I enjoyed writing it, Emma Mills. What a cool idea for a story. All right, add one more to my TBR. Okay, I can see the monthly Owlcrate pin, which we have our girl from the card. And at the very bottom, we've got a couple of other things. It's tricky to try to hold everything at once. So, they started doing these monthly pamphlets, and they'll have information from the author. And here are the cover differences. Oops, this way. So you can see the difference between the Owlcrate and the regular cover. They're both really pretty. I like the colors on both of them. Also, they've got a word find, some information about the ornament that had the everything on it, a photo challenge that you can do, and a little bit of info about the January theme, which leads me to the January theme hint card, Fearsome Fairy Tales. And in the January box, you'll receive an exclusive item from Spireside Candles. More candles. All right. So Owlcrate has done a wonderful job with this box. I am very excited about all the items, and I love how lately they've done a lot of Harry Potter things because you can never have too many Harry Potter things. All right. I hope you have a wonderful day. Happy reading. Adios.